I remember hearing about how the hurricane had impacted Puerto Rico, but just the sheer amount of things that happened in the span of months is insane. Months and years is insane. Just all these different things, and it exposed the fact that the electricity, system was extremely outdated, uh, and because of that, a lot of people suffered. I really like the solution that they came up with. It wasn't anything new, it wasn't anything groundbreaking. It was just finding a way to make solar energy affordable. Because I feel like we run the mistake of having these glossy eyed, ambitious solutions to save the world, forgetting that unfortunately not everyone has those kinds of finances to do these kinds of world breaking things, and putting it in a way that you can have electricity, but it can still be cost efficient so that anyone can get it. That is extremely important. And I believe that right there is one of the main ways we can bring change, is finding a way to do this, but making sure that you're not giving up your entire livelihood in order to, again, get your necessities.
We watch a professor from University of Boston, who is a resident also of San Juan, come up with a prototype for solar panels energized by Prius vehicle batteries. He reconditions the ones that are discarded. When they install this system into a farmer's home in San Juan, it just brings you to tears how grateful they are because it works. As soon as they turn it on for the first time, they're so emotional, and I couldn't help but cry along with them. They have a young son, and what this means for them is that they can carry on farming like they were before and leave the farm to him when they're gone. So the takeaway is that this is accessible for everybody because 40% of their population lives under the poverty line.
This made me really emotional. It was really well done. The fact that it shows that there is still hope in humanity when something horrific happens, such as a hurricane, then an earthquake, and a pandemic, and things all take their power, especially the earthquake and hurricane, that there's still good people out there willing to do things like provide solar panels so that these people can still live. I thought this documentary was really well put together. It grabs your interest as soon as it begins. It begins strong with imaginal, with fantastic graphics, a wonderful score. It's really, really well put together. And it all works because I teared up at the end. It made it that impactful because there are times, especially when it came to Puerto Rico, that the news media, as soon as the disasters were over, they stopped reporting on it. And a documentary like this shows what the impact really was like, which makes you tear up, and you're always glad that there's hope at the end. Because what these people are doing, giving solar panels and rewiring homes, is a hope for the future for these people who are at the epicenter of several natural disasters.
They touch very broadly on the topic of energy justice, what it means to have resilient energy, and also some options for community localized energy generation. Those concepts are gaining more and more importance in these natural disasters era where no region is far from having its own population impacted. So they touch as well in the Ramones family story, as they are the guinea pig for an inspiring project from Eugene, and this becomes the example for others to follow this same path. I believe this is not going to change the ways, the traditional ways, the oil-dependent ways, but it can certainly offer an innovative proposal for more sustainable, environment-friendly options to power not only this region, but others that are so frequently hit by natural disasters. It was just an amazing example, very emotional.
The disaster film. You have this man rushing back home to be with his sick wife as this hurricane's about to hit. It's incredibly dramatic. Immediately pulls you in. And then it slowly starts to reveal that it's something different. I mean, the first was sort of documenting the relief efforts after the hurricane. And kind of, it was a great cross section of how that worked and kind of showing you the inequalities in the relief efforts, which was really illuminating and interesting, and those sorts of things which would normally occur to you. The fact that Puerto Rico was without power for so long is unfathomable. And it's horrific, and it does show you like how power and energy is a fundamental necessity for life in the modern age. Like, his wife, not being able to necessarily get the medical care she needs because the machines are being switched off, everything, like, that's horrifying. That kind of shows you how urgent, more renewable, more reliable energy sources are. And the fact that then uses this tragedy to pivot into that, into pioneering these new energy systems, is amazing. It kind of shows you there's a great sense of strength and resilience and the ability to pull something positive out of a sheer horrific tragedy. And the fact that this new energy system worked is insane. It was amazing, and it just makes you kind of feel like more people need to see this film